because a lot of people are going into business right now, and I see things. Okay, cool. I think Facebook is on. Facebook is working. I have not gone live on Facebook since they changed stuff around. All right, hey. So talking about being business attractive, one, I mean, I think I'm kind of cute a little bit. Looking good is part of it, like being physically attractive, because a lot of times you are the face of your business. Whether I see a musician just popped on, whether you're a musician, whether you're doing stuff like I do, no matter what kind of business you are, you always want to look good. One thing about being business attractive, I have called people and they either think it's a bill collector or they just don't recognize the number, and they kind of are like snarky and like have attitude or whatever. And then when they like realize who they're talking to, they try to shape up. Y'all, please don't do that, because now I don't want to patronize your business. So my advice in that regards would be like, no matter what's going on, always answering your phone polite. You ain't got to be fake, but always being polite. Because I've had that happen a couple of times where people answer a certain way, and then when they think like, oh wait, this might be someone who's going to patronize my business, let me change up. No. But what I really was going to talk about, I was on an appointment with someone who I met back in like the beginning of 2017, and she's just now becoming a client of mine. And something my mentors have told me before, and just kind of reminded me and rung true this weekend, is staying in business. Part of being business attractive is staying in business long enough for people who didn't do business with you before to do business now. And one example I thought of while thinking about doing this video is Mary Kay. And I know a lot of people have Mary Kay ladies, but I thought about it. How many times have you had a Mary Kay lady and she called you and then called you like years later, and you're like, you know what? I actually do need some satin hands. And honestly, satin hands really is good. Y'all can call me old if you want to. Makes my hands super soft. I love it. But I've done that before where like I wasn't ready to move forward with something before. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Laquita. I hope you're feeling all right. So I'm not gonna be on her long. I just had a couple thoughts as far as being like business attractive, because I know a lot of people, even before Corona hit, but a lot of people are looking to become entrepreneurs and their own bosses and do their own thing. And I have no problem ever, giving free game. I don't ever believe in, okay, I got here by myself, figure it out. I think that is like not the right attitude to have. But just a couple things that were crossing my mind. Stay in business. Not everyone's gonna do business with you right then. No matter if you're selling a product, no matter if you're offering a service, no matter what it is, not everyone's gonna do business. They might have things going on in their life. They might be busy, whatever it is. But always be humble. Always be polite. I cannot count the number of times when someone has joined my team, come and got licensed with me, become a client of the product or services, like I mentioned before, that I met years ago, but I kept a connection. I invited them to events. I've been polite. I've never like went on Facebook and badmouthed anybody or whatever it is. Oh man, like, why wouldn't you do business with me? X, Y, and Z. I've given you business. I would say like don't ever have that type of attitude, because if you stay in business long enough, I've been in business like 6+ years. You stay in business long enough, eventually some of those people are going to do business, and sometimes people won't ever do business with you. And what I'll say, guys, is that's okay. It's okay if somebody doesn't do business with you ever. I think a lot of times people get, I don't want to use the phrase like in their feelings, but people are hurt and offended if like, oh my God, this is my mom, my sister, my best friend, my boyfriend, and they're not supporting me. A lot of times, guys, if you're going into business, you won't always have the support you think you should have. And something I learned is that people will support you in different ways. Um, Somebody might not jump on board to be a partner in your business. People might not utilize your product or service. You might sell candles and somebody bought candles from the other girl selling it or whatever it is. But what I had to recognize and I had to mature in is that people will support you in different ways. Um, when I started building my business, I was in college, wasn't driving, didn't, stuff like that. And there was someone who wouldn't support my business the way I wanted them to or the way I thought they should, but they would give me a ride to my office. And I had to think like, that's a way of supporting my business. They didn't have to do that. So one thing I would say is, always be grateful for how people are able to and how they choose to support your business. For certain people like artists and musicians, if they choose to share your videos, that's a way of support. If they offer to give you referrals, that's a way of support. But I just wanted to hop on real quick. There was other stuff I wrote down, but y'all know I don't never stay on track. And I don't. Something I thought about. I'm always going live. I talk about Jesus a lot, and that's usually what I'm talking about when I go live. And Christ is the head of my life. But I don't really ever go on giving business tips. So that's something I think I'm gonna start doing. Just little like 5 minute hits here and there on what I've learned doing in business and things that I wish people told me, or just things that I think are helpful. But other than that, my DMs is always open. If you guys got questions or anything you ever want me to hit real quick, let me know. And other than that, I am join me tonight on Zoom. I led the meeting this afternoon, talking about entrepreneurship and financial literacy. And we're having another one tonight. We usually have our evening meetings on Thursday night, but Christmas Eve or whatever. But we're going to be teaching about some of the same things. There'll be other people teaching. So if you want to learn more about entrepreneurship, how to build an actual business, just learning about money, let me know and I will send you the Zoom information. Other than that, I will see y'all later. I'm going to have to get used to this whole new Facebook Live thing.